the most ridiculous school rule that students destroyed with loopholes? Our principal, Mr. Labus, banned all backpacks because he thought kids were smuggling contraband. But he made one fatal mistake in his announcement. He said, "Students may not carry backpacks on school property," without specifying what we could use. My friend Tyler, who's basically a professional rule bender, immediately saw the loophole and showed up the next day pulling a full-size rolling suitcase through the hallways like he was going on vacation. Every teacher who tried to stop him got the same response. "It's not a backpack, sir." But Tyler wasn't done. He convinced our entire friend group to join his malicious compliance campaign. And by Wednesday, our school looked like the world's weirdest fashion show. Emma showed up carrying her books in a clear fish tank, complete with fake coral and plastic fish swimming around her textbooks. When Mr. Labus confronted her, she said, "You banned backpacks, sir. This is clearly an aquarium." My buddy Marcus arrived with all his supplies in a wheelbarrow that he decorated with racing stripes and flames. He told everyone he was wheeling to class in style, and technically, Mr. Labus couldn't say anything because it wasn't a backpack. Sarah took it up a notch by carrying everything in a baby stroller, complete with a doll sitting on top of her chemistry book. She'd push it down the hallways, cooing, "Time for baby's education," while Mr. Labus's eye twitched. The absolute peak was when Brittany showed up wearing a clear plastic trash bag as a dress with her books and supplies taped inside. She walked into first period and announced, "I have become one with my school supplies." Mr. Labus was getting visibly frustrated, but every time he tried to write someone up, we'd pull out his exact words from the announcement and point out that we were following the rule perfectly. The turning point came when Tyler convinced the entire football team to carry their gear in shopping carts from the local grocery store. During practice, there were 22 shopping carts lined up on the field while Coach Martinez screamed at Mr. Labus. Then, Emma started a trend where kids would fill wagons with increasingly ridiculous items. Rubber ducks, pool noodles, inflatable unicorns, just because they could, and Mr. Labus couldn't technically stop them. The final straw was when Tyler showed up pulling a wagon filled with printed photos of Mr. Labus's face that he'd photoshopped onto various farm animals. When the principal demanded an explanation, Tyler said, "These are my motivational materials, sir. They remind me to follow rules creatively." Mr. Labus tried to write Tyler up for disrespect, but Tyler pulled out the student handbook and showed him that nowhere did it say students couldn't carry photos in non-backpack containers. That same day, Marcus escalated by bringing a full shopping cart filled with fake Monopoly money. And when Mr. Labus asked what it was, Marcus said, "This represents how much I value this backpack policy, sir. Approximately nothing." The chaos reached its peak when Tyler organized Alternative Bag Fashion Week, and kids started having contests for the most creative non-backpack solution, with categories like most likely to confuse teachers and best use of household items. On Friday, Tyler showed up with a red wagon decorated like a fire truck, complete with sirens and flashing lights. Every time he moved between classes, the whole hallway would hear, "Wee-oo, wee-oo," and kids would cheer. Emma brought a shopping cart covered in Christmas lights that played music, and Marcus showed up with a wheelbarrow full of stuffed animals that he claimed were emotional support study buddies. Mr. Labus finally lost it during lunch when he saw Tyler giving wagon rides to underclassmen while charging them 25 cents per trip and making announcements like, "Tyler's taxi service now boarding for first period." He called an emergency faculty meeting where he had to explain to other teachers why students were arriving to class via shopping cart and how his backpack ban had accidentally created a mobile classroom circus. The school board got involved when parents started complaining that their kids were stealing shopping carts from grocery stores and dragging furniture around school. Mr. Labus had to admit his policy was not achieving its intended educational objectives. The rule got reversed on Monday, but Tyler kept using his wagon anyway and started a legitimate business giving rides to lazy students between classes. He made $47 that week, and Mr. Labus pretended not to see it.